For as long as you guys have known me, at least for my adult life, I secretly struggled with a severe control of alcoholism over my life. But today, June 5th, 2026, marks my first ever year of my adult life sober. Wow, I'm not even a crier anymore, dude. And I want to share the story of what changed me and how this happened, because this was the hardest battle of my life. And every time I bring up sobriety, so many reach out to me and ask how or ask what, or it's like, did you replace it with something else? Did you? And so the story I'm going to tell you about myself is not to give myself a pat on the back. It's because I'm gonna be honest, guys, I shouldn't be here. Alcoholism almost took my life multiple times, voluntarily and involuntarily. It was the cause of my downfall in every single way. The person you knew years ago, the things that you heard me say, the way that I acted, what I looked like, the way I held myself, the way I talked, what I posted online, 99% of it, except for the YouTube videos you saw me filming during the day, I was drunk, and it ruined me. And I always reached for ways to blame, but the reality is it was never the algorithm. It was never somebody else's fault. And I think that's the thing with any sort of substance abuse. It's always the fault of something else or someone else. And first and foremost, I'm thankful that I'm even here. There was a time in my life that I was so depressed I didn't want to see another day. And, I attempted to take my own life, and I'm thankful that foothold that the devil had on me did not drag me to the grave. Whew. I'm usually really good at talking, and this is tough. So a year ago, I had struggled with this for a long time. Every single day, I turned to it, and it dictated the things I said online, the things I did, the way I treated my friends, how I treated my wife and my kids. And the fact that Victoria is still married to me is quite literally such a blessing and such a proof that God is gracious, because if it was anybody else, I would have lost their trust and I would have been solo a long time ago, because she was patient with me in times that I did not deserve. I had tried to quit many, many times. I had looked up all the methods. I had tried all the things. I went 30 days without it. I would frequently go 7 days without it. And I would remind myself, like, oh, I can, if I can do 7 days, then I'm probably fine. If I can do 30 days, I'm fine. If I can do 2 months, if I can do sober-tober, I'm good, dude. Clearly, I'm not addicted to it. I lost a lot of people's trust. And honestly, deep down, I knew that this was something that I needed to get rid of, but I always found my way wiggling back into it and giving myself the smallest excuses, like, oh, no more hard liquors, I'm just beer. Or no more beer, oh, just wine, because wine's in the Bible, you can drink wine. If you're constantly convincing yourself of ways to make it fit in your life, it's time to run away and flee. So a year ago, the reason why my life changed, I finally realized that I couldn't do this alone. I tried and tried and tried and tried. I always thought to myself, like, God, yeah, I'm a Christian. Why aren't you blessing me? Like, why isn't life getting better? I pray about this. A lot of times we will pray for change, and then we'll get really frustrated at God. Even if you don't believe in God, we've all been to the point where we're like, oh God, if you exist, why are you doing this to me? It's easy to get frustrated at Him when things don't change in your life. But I almost heard audibly, as I was sitting there waiting for God to do some mysterious crazy thing in my life to change everything else around me, it's like I almost heard His audible voice go, I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. You're not waiting on me, I'm waiting on you. You've been praying for change, but you are the change that you need in your own life. You are the change that you've been waiting for. You are what's blocking the open doors in your life. You are the doorstop. And until you do this one final thing, you're not going to see the life you've dreamt of. I need you to be sober. For what you have coming, I need all of you. And that means I need you sober. And I was frustrated. I was like, there's no way you're asking me to do this. That's a limb off of my body. How dare you? No way. And then He told me 1 Peter 5:8, be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Then Ephesians 4, do not give the devil a foothold. I knew everything bad that happened in my life was because I was giving the devil a foothold. Alcohol was the foothold that was ruining my life. It was ruining my marriage. It was ruining my my kids' childhood. It was ruining my career. And I wanted to sit there and I wanted to blame everybody else. I wanted to be so pissed off at everybody else in the world that shake my fist at God, when it was like, how dare myself for not just taking accountability and manning up. And I'm going to be honest, dude, one of the most manly things you can do in life is realize that you cannot do it alone. And sometimes growth groups, friend groups, counseling, therapy is not enough. The most manly thing you can do is not tough it out and lock in and then get pissed off and rebuild your life out of anger. No, the most manly thing you can do, letting go of your pride and embracing humility, is something that so many people will go their entire life without doing. So that night I prayed, if this is your calling for me, if this is what you want for me, God, if you truly are here, if you truly do love me, and if this is what your purpose is for me, or if this is part of the purpose, then I need you, because I've never been able to do it alone. Not therapy, not counseling, not online. That never worked. The one thing, the one single thing that completely changed my life was when I said, Father, God Almighty, I cannot do this alone. I am not strong enough. I need you. One last thing. A lot of you guys might have heard this, but if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body go to hell. That's crazy. I didn't know this verse when I was in deep prayer and sorrow and anger and said that it feels like I'm cutting a limb off my body, but it literally was. So people ask me, are you going to drink again? Hell no. Because that was the foothold. That was how the devil controlled me and in my life. That's how he controlled my situation. That was the thing that gave him authority over me. And so right here, it says boldly, Jesus himself said this in Matthew 5:30. If your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off. That doesn't literally mean cut your hand off. He spoke in parables because we're all brain dead. He would speak in ways that resonated with us because we are just dumb. We're sheep. You guys don't know anything about sheep. They literally will look up at the sky when it's raining and drown. So if you want to know the secret, if you want to know how I did it, I didn't. I can't explain with enough words how many amazing things have come after I completely and totally gave my life fully to Jesus. It wasn't easy. It was like, it was like, this is dumb. I don't feel any better. I was stubborn. I was so stubborn. Honestly, the days following, I don't really remember. I think I was in such a frustrated state. Next thing I know, it's been a month. I'm like, okay, well, nothing's really gotten better. 2 months. Okay, well, my life actually got worse. Now I'm moving out of the house and things just kept happening and happening and happening. And the devil kept putting stuff into my life so very specifically. He knew that that wasn't his foothold anymore. So he tried to hit my health, hit my family, take away the last little bit of things that I could have taken away from me. And I'm going to be honest, dude, this year, not even because of sobriety, was easily the hardest year I have ever had in my entire life. And so many times, especially after this happened, I prayed many times, God, I changed my life for you, and you're making things worse. You're letting things happen. Where are you? Why are you so far from me? So the biggest piece of wisdom I can give you is you will never see the goodness of God without time. And that sucks, because time is the hardest thing to go through. It's the one thing you can't expedite. You can't skip it. You can't fast forward. You have to endure. And looking back, I can confidently say, in the times that I felt God was most frustrated with me or most far from me, is the times that he was holding me the closest. He was protecting me from things that I may still not even know about. And he'll do that. And it will seem like he's pissed off or frustrated you. It'll seem like he's neglecting you. I wish you guys knew how stubborn I am. God knew that the only thing that was going to change me and change my heart and change my mind, my soul, my demeanor was time. And time needed to be very, very difficult. Needed to be very, very discouraging. He knew that in order for me to realize how good he is, I needed to see how he worked in his silence. And so I want to make this specifically right now, because for one, yes, I'm sober, but I'm currently in the process of still waiting of whatever in the world he has been doing, whatever has been unfolding. So I'm still in the patience, like, I don't know what's happening, but I can confidently tell you that when he's the most quiet, when he feels the furthest away, that is the time where he is closest and paying the most attention to you and taking care of you in ways that you didn't realize that you needed to be taken care of. Teaching you lessons that you never would have thought you needed to learn. And I'm sorry, you can hate me all you want for speaking about God. You'll go on Instagram and listen to people talk about freaking stars and that affecting, like, dude, Mars doesn't give a damn about how you woke up this morning, bro. All of you that don't believe, I want you to understand that I know how you feel, because the devil would love nothing more than to give you a life where you felt like you needed no God. Why would the devil, who has been cast down from heaven and roams the earth, why would he not do everything in his power to give you a life that's so comfortable that you don't need God? There is never a time that's too late, until you die, of course, to try and truly give yourself an open mind. Humble yourselves, therefore, before the mighty hand of God. I promise you, if you allow him to, he will change you. There's so many stories of so many people, millionaire, poor, sick, healed, of people having their lives changed radically. I don't know. If you don't believe after me telling you this, then I'm not really sure what to tell you, but I hope that you guys never have to go through a fraction of what I've had to go through so that I can be who I am today. I mean, I literally thought never in my life ever again would I be able to tell anybody or myself I have been sober for 1 year. And now I don't even think about it. I am totally fine around people that are drinking. In fact, I think it's very annoying. I didn't realize how dumb people sounded and acted when they are drinking. Even if it's just like 1 or 2 beers, it is wild. And what I will say is this is the first time in my adult life, I'm almost 31 this year, this is the first year I have full recollection of everything that happened. Doctors will always tell you, you've read online, you've heard it, like alcohol is poison. You probably think to yourself like, no, it's not, it's fine. I don't drink enough for that. Dude, I can't explain to you how clear your life will get after you just remove it from your life. All right, my SD card just filled up, so it probably means I've done enough talking. Also, I apologize. You guys have had to look at my Falcon the whole time. There's 3 other cars in here that were way better to look at, and this one is the one that I happened to pull in because I'm detailing it tomorrow, testing out our new headlight restoration kit. Yeah, you guys have had to look at my probably the crappiest car that I own. Don't give the devil a foothold. If there's something in your life that's causing you to stumble and fall or sin, cut it off. Honestly, it's easier to cut it off and just make the decision than it is to try and see how you can integrate it in your life. Dude, parties are so easy. It turns out you don't have to drink. It's actually insane. You don't have to relax with beer, dude. Did you guys know that? You don't have to have a drink to wind down. I didn't know this, you actually are allowed to just wind down. Wild, dude. I don't know, boys. I don't know what to tell you. Lock in. I've told you what I need to say. If you have questions, I hope that this video has been enough to not really leave you with questions, but I honestly thank you for your patience with me because I didn't deserve it. There's something on the horizon that I don't even know about yet that's going to be really good, and I'm hopeful. And I think it's important that I make this video now when life isn't like good. I tell you the good that I have found rather than the good. It's like, hey, look at what happened to me when I obeyed. No, look at what happened in me. I've never been so at peace with the worst months of my life. It's great. It's something that I wish every single person in the world could understand. Thanks for watching, guys. I am very much looking forward to a much brighter, better future. I don't know how, but it's gonna get good. It's gonna get really cool. I will see you guys next video. Good night.